Nobody wins when the family feels.
Which I do not wanna fight. If I say it once, so bitch ass better not make me say it twice.
Savannah Mall right now, man. That is crazy. This shit crazy, man. Bullets flying everywhere, man. And this shit shot and all that shit. This shit, even folks bringing him and that shit out. That shit crazy.
Where's she at?
Wowzers.
Now live here outside of Oglethorpe Mall as the scene continues to unfold. Mayor, what can you tell us that you know at this time?
Really, the type of call you don't want to receive at the end of a very beautiful day. We had a shooting incident occur here, appeared to be targeted, but we understand it's not an active shooting situation. We have the Savannah Police Department continuing to clear the mall, making sure that no threat remains. As I understand at this point, there were 3 victims, all deemed to be non-fatal at this time. And they've been transported for emergency treatment. I understand there's also one medical emergency that has occurred, not shooting related, that's also being addressed at this time.
Fam, I hope everybody was able to enjoy their 4th of July weekend. Get some much needed rest and chill with some family. On the last video we dropped on this platform, we talked about a Chicago mass shooting that left 4 people dead, over 10 people shot, and many more injuries. And at the very beginning, we talked about how I was doing research on the shooting that took place in the Savannah, Georgia local mall that left 3 people shot, 4 people injured, and leaving 1 deceased. And we briefly mentioned how we putting this video to the side as we find out more information to bring it to you guys' attention. So we was going to focus on the Chicago story. Throughout my weekend trying to get rest as well, I managed to research with my team on the perpetrator, who he was, who his connections were, and let's just say I know enough now to bring it to you guys' attention. Over the weekend, Savannah, Georgia Police Department had arrested a young rapper for a mass shooting at a local mall. A tragic incident that, as we mentioned, left 3 people shot and 1 person dead. As we pay our respects to the victims, later in the video, we also go over the 4 details that's still unraveling. One thing feels heartbreakingly clear. This wasn't random. Surveillance footage from the night of the shooting and a brief statement from local police captain paint a grim picture of a life sprawling towards violence, which you'll later check out. But the question is just what happened, but also what kind of household and history shaped a man capable of such destruction. In this video, we might not have every answer, but we do have a good idea of what not to ignore. The signs at home, the toxic bonds, the generational patterns that push young people towards dangerous choices long before they even know it. Today we unpack what's known, what's been seen, and what might have led this promising young voice in Savannah's rap scene down such a dark and fatal road. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. As mentioned, fam, today we're going to Savannah, Georgia. We're talking about a young man who's 20 years old today, who's identified as Hawan Hammond, also known by his rap stage name, La Drip.
Which I do not wanna fight. If I say it once, so ass better not make me say it twice. I come from a place where niggas.
I was glancing through Drip social media, and I noticed a snippet that he had recently posted. Had money, firearms, and the guy in the back, I thought that was his friend. But as I continued to look on his page, it seemed that was his dad. Here's a picture of the two in 2016. And looking at his newest clip promoting his music, it seemed he was shot in his hand, with his dad in the background promoting violence. But some would say, as mentioned, that starts at home.
Say she gon' hold it down, I know she lying. They say I'm high, but I'm not worrying about the awesome niggas dying. I done get up, this nigga lazy. Because dumb as fuck before city, no one's disrespect. This shit gon' kiss the pavement. Me and Devon straight fuck 2 5 trying to get a sack. Who was fucked up, nigga took your life and turned this up. Ask you the definition of loyalty, you couldn't respond. Take my skin from you, getting under, boys ain't on the run. You must've thought the buddy was a real slanger. Hot rock gangsta shit, but when that cut a hit, turned to a singer. If you got a second guess.
At that point, I wanted to check out some more of his lyrics and see what he mentioned. It seemed he also dissing the dead, saying he can't go out like Baby Duke. That boy got shot on the bike, may he rest in peace. Check it out.
Place where niggas say you pills to take your life. I can't go like Baby Duke, they hit that boy ass off the bike. Catch your ops and walk that talk, so either way on.
Now he also got a criminal history, even at the age of 20, dating back to 2023. With records show, it was charges related to illegal possession of a firearm. Details of his sentence wasn't publicly released. In 2024, there was no indication of rehabilitation or reduced inactivity. Law enforcement described Lil Drip as a known offender within the system prior to the mall incident. But then just 4 weeks after posting his latest video to his YouTube YouTube channel, a shooting occurred July 2nd, 2025 at a local mall in Savannah, Georgia. Multiple people were injured, including 2 juveniles. A woman who experienced heart complications during this incident had later been hospitalized. Later in the timeline, we'll later go over her situation and pay our respects, as she was the victim who passed away. Things quickly escalated as word quickly got on social media. People inside the mall going live, and even surveillance footage from inside the local store where the shooting occurred. Now I can't play the full screen. I'll leave the link in the bio for the Family TV YouTube channel, or at least the X account for you guys to check it out. But it seemed a group of young men was inside a local retail store that sell urban clothes and resell sneakers. One man was in the back, one man was in the front looking at pants, one man was watching the door. As you can see, they quickly get into a shootout. One man who runs back with the all black had shot a man in the red who was coming towards the store, as one man was handed the gun in all white starts to shoot back.
Savannah Mall right now, man. That is crazy, man. This shit crazy, man. Bullet flying everywhere, man. Look at this shit, motherfucker getting shot and all that, man. This shit crazy. Them folks bringing him and that shit all the way out. That shit crazy.
Where's she at?
Wowzers.
She heard us something.
What about her? No, shit, yeah, I heard. No, I was in this book.
Yeah.
You think I don't know them shooting or something?
They still chasing dude.
This shit crazy. Boy, look at this shit here. Boy, look at this shit coming out. Ooh, shit. Look at this shit. Did he hit somebody?
They got the warrants?
I don't know if they got him. Ooh, shit. Yo, security!
Stop. Dude, stop. Got a round right here. Got a pistol or you got rounds right here. You got rounds right on there, right here. Right over here. Over here! You got rounds! Get over here!
At the Oglethorpe Mall around 5:40 p.m.
Yeah, we're here with Chief Lenny Gunther. Chief, what's happening?
We responded to a shooting here at the Oglethorpe Mall about 5:40 p.m. The preliminary information that we received is that multiple individuals were shot. What I can confirm right now is, as of what we know, it was not an active shooter. This is not a random shooting. It appears to be 2 groups that were shooting at each other, probably known to each other. As of right now, we have 3 victims, different ages, young adults, 2 young adults, 1 juvenile, all non-fatal shootings right now, expected to live as of right now. Everyone's been evacuated out of the mall, but we're still clearing the mall to make sure there's no additional victims and or suspects. That's all I have right now.
Do you have any idea who the suspects are? Have you been able to identify them or take them into custody?
Not right now.
What about the victims? Were they people that were members of these 2 groups?
We're trying to clarify all the information right now.
Any idea on this is potentially gang related?
Still trying to clarify that.
We've heard from witnesses that they heard multiple gunshots, one person reporting up to 12 shots. Any idea of your officers confirming that from witnesses?
Multiple shots were fired. I don't have the exact number of how many shots were fired, but multiple shots were fired.
Did this happen inside a store, or did it happen in the general hallway concourse area of the mall?
We're still investigating it, but it looked like it originated from inside. It started inside of a store, and then it progressed outside of the store.
Is that 3 total injuries or 3 specifically by gunshot?
3 specifically by gunshot. I have information that one person had a medical emergency, so we're still trying to get more information on that.
Chief, in building this case, a mall usually has a lot of security cameras. Are you in the process of retrieving that?
Absolutely, we're doing all that right now.
Is there anything else you're looking for your investigators to do at the scene right now?
We just want to make sure everyone's safe, everyone around the mall is safe. We're going to clear this mall, make sure everyone's safe, and then get people back in a timely fashion.
And do you think the suspects are gone, or do you think they could still be inside the mall or milling around the general public and escaped?
Right now, we don't have an active threat, but we just want to make sure.
Do you have any indication about whether the mall followed the proper protocols when something like this happened?
I can't answer that right now, but I know it was a great response by not only SPD but the surrounding public safety agencies, emergency services. It was a great response just to making sure that everyone was safe. So I'm very proud of that, but we got a lot of work to do.
Chief, how could
Now here's where the gap in the information get tricky, because Drip was seen posted by a random person on Facebook the night of the shooting with the title, "Check on your people. This guy was shot. Hope he is okay." On that same day, a Facebook account allegedly affiliated with Drip's dad had wrote, "When ends start dying, don't be with all that sad crying shit." But then on July 4th, 2025, Drip was arrested, and that Facebook account, as mentioned, allegedly connected to his dad, had wrote, "Y'all ain't more police than the police themselves. If you ain't in the streets, stay the F out the streets. Business. Y'all ants talk more than up." And I said what I said. Get at me. Later that evening on July 4th, 2025, a law firm had issued a statement in regards to the passing of Miss Oglethorpe Tina Smith after she suffered heart complications stemming from the mall shooting. May she rest in peace, and love and condolences to her family.
With breaking news as we learn new details from the Oglethorpe Mall shooting. One person has now died in connection with that incident. Thank you for joining us on the news at noon. I am Joe Hennessy. Police responded to the Oglethorpe Mall in Savannah on Wednesday evening for reports of a shooting. Savannah police announced around 6 last night that they intend to charge 2 minors with possession of a handgun. 3 people had gunshot injuries and 3 additional people suffered medical emergencies. One woman who had a heart attack now has died. Our Jasmine Butler is live at the Oglethorpe Mall with new details. Jasmine, she actually passed away last night.
Yeah, Joe, heartbreaking news today. Not what any of us wanted to hear. Oglethorpe, also known as Tina Smith, passed away last night around midnight. Savannah police said it was due to heart complications, and the shooting here on Wednesday made it worse. They also say that they're planning to work closely with the Chatham County District Attorney's Office to decide on charges and who will be charged. We don't know yet how this devastating news today will affect what charges the people involved face. Yesterday we spoke to officials all day about updates on the victims, whether they were shot or caught in the chaos like Smith, including Alderman Dietrich Leggett. He says he had been in close contact with the family. Those updates from them this morning, they are devastated and understandably asking for privacy. The family was instructed to direct all media inquiries to Elcoat's law firm. We reached out to them for a statement to see if they had anything on the family's behalf, and they say that we could expect a statement soon, so we'll continue to keep you updated on air and online. Live in Savannah, Jasmine Butler, WTU.
As of now, that's all we know. According to local authorities and the update, they do believe that was retaliation between 2 gangs. The names they didn't disclose, and once more information being presented to the public, rest assured I'm gonna bring it to you guys' attention, fam. As far as the local rapper Drip, as of now, he's innocent until proven guilty, especially seeing the back and forth between 2 gangs. So we don't know if he got arrested because he was caught with a firearm, being on probation, or having a criminal record that we briefly talked about. Or was he the one who started it? But what we do know is that he got shot. This was caught on camera. And of course, being done at a local mall, you gotta assume more arrests is to come very soon. To Miss Smith, we do want to say once again, rest in peace and love and condolences to your family. And we do want to send love and prayers to anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about. It's crazy that these youngins willing to go into a shootout, having meant being a lookout man while they shop, putting others at risk, even during the holiday weekend. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.